Ooh, let's get ready to roll 20!
Previously on PolyArmoury.
Valerie breaks down and starts sort of crying, my girls! Oh, come here! And sort of just like flails her arms about until they all like hug her or something.
They all come and embrace you, and you...
And I collapse into them.
I very much like to look after my people. It is essential that everyone is safe here. Sadly, we do live in this fortress, but it is where we are most safe and most looked after.
Brilmara?
You've got time for a long rest.
Brilmara, can we stay here for a bit, please?
We can stay here long enough for a
I
long rest.
think it would be good for my mental well-being.
We can stay here long enough for a long rest, but
Thank
also
you.
We're not gonna leave here like, oh, it's like 6 hours till the drop-off. I guess we're going.
Oh yeah,
now.
no, don't worry. We're not going to do that. Like, stay here a couple of days. Give us a day to travel there, and then like we like stay the night there, and then tomorrow we do the drop off.
I feel like there should be like one of those big wheel of fortune style wheels where you have to spin the wheel. It's like, you will be doing a scene of this.
Spin again! Fuck. This most stunning, enormous cavern. It reaches up hundreds of feet above you.
Damn.
There are huge, tall, spired buildings, like great stalagmites reaching up towards the roof of a vast cavern, in the very centre of which is a vast clear crystal which spreads light across the city during the day. You know from your history that it was fashioned and placed there over 2 centuries ago by Ban Trollslayer himself.
Oh, it's you.
Hello.
You're Vendy's lot, aren't you?
Yeah, no, we got the hammer. We have the hammer.
Wow, excellent. Here it is. I never thought I'd personally hold Mordtown, the hammer of Ban Trollslayer. Very impressive.
It's a ban hammer.
Oh,
It's oh my god! It's the moderator hammer for banning the trolls.
Across the road, you notice that there is a shop, Nestler's. You know the brand because they are the company that make Croak. It's a very modern-looking shop, glass fronts, and inside they just seem to have a huge amount of space, but with only 3 or 4 shelves in there. There's a lot of glass and light, and they just seem to have just bottles of a clear liquid on the shelf. Before you come to the library, you pass a small building that looks like it was knocked together out of bits of wood. On a large piece of driftwood that hangs above the door, painted across the top of it in blue, the High Elves. This large spiral building, a stalactite with a seam that runs around the outside of it, almost as if a giant screw stretching up into the air. Doors to this building are large and blue. The paint is starting to peel off them. It's obviously not been properly cared for a good long time. You throw the doors open and head inside, and it's massive.
hello.
Looks like we all caught each other off guard there.
Here's the deal. We're here to find out some stuff about humans.
We're looking for information on a group known as the Fist of Away.
Fist of Guideway sounds bloody ridiculous. 65th floor.
Mm-hmm.
Rhodey, you're looking for a book called The Silent Monks of Napping.
You find mention that a small child was adopted into the monastery. His parents had been killed by a Nothic. About 11 years later, one night, the entire monastery was destroyed by a hellhound. That boy was filled with hate for all dark creatures.
I highly suspect the boy that we've read about in this book is Thorson.
We head back via Town and go kill a little slimy shitbag on our way back home.
I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah, I know. What's all this? God, it's everywhere.
Oh, you're gonna die tonight. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're not gonna hurt anyone after today. You are in for a world of hurt. Death.
So, intimidation, I'm guessing?
Smack him in the head with a mace.
When I get out of here, I'm gonna destroy you. Scrum won't stand for this.
Just playing with you. It's just a joke. It's all just a joke. You don't have to do this.
Considering the things you've done to the people you've taken, I don't think it's just a joke is gonna cut it this time.
I cast burning hands in the direction of the web just to set set that little cunt ablaze a bit.
Fighting death and human horse, Thorson tried to kill them all. They escaped the vile moor. Now PolyArmoury store. PolyArmoury.
That's fucking amazing.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to Stone Monkey Radio's roleplay series, PolyArmoury. I am Jane Magnet, and I am the mistress of this dungeon. Joining me today to be spanked until they scream the safe word, which today is artichoke, are Laura Kate Dale.
It had the word choke in it. I have a bit of a poorly throat still today, so hello everyone. You're going to be treated to the rustic version of my voice.
It's blues, Laura.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit of that going on today.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And the lovely Astrid Johnson. Hello, hello.
Artichoke me harder, vegetable daddy. I remember playing Royal Rumble on the PlayStation 1. Well, it was a good game, and it had that let's get ready to rumble thing.
Oh, now I have to put that in.
Yes, you do.
It was before the start of the episode, but yeah, we'll work it out.
I quite liked playing as the Undertaker in that.
I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Raw on the N64.
Royal Rumble was a boxing game, not a.
Oh, was that not the WWE one? No, was that not Royal Rumble?
There might be a WWE Royal Rumble game, but the Royal Rumble I'm thinking of it was an old boxing game, and it was really silly.
Boxing.
And the wrestlers always made noises like.
So hang on, they were wrestlers in boxing game.
I meant to say boxers. Fight me.
Very well, I will fight you.
Oh no. Okay.
Roll initiative.
Regrets.
Never fight the DM, because the DM has all the powers. The DM can be like, I roll a god roll, I rolled a 1, you die.
I got a 5 on my initiative roll. It was a natural 1.
It was a natural 1.
Yeah, I
So it was a
critically
crit
failed
fail.
my. Yeah.
You have no initiative. So for
Oh,
the rest
no.
for the rest of this episode, you will have to sit in a corner and think about what you've done. As long as that corner is facing your microphone, where we will be recording today's episode of PolyArmoury.
Yeah.
Ta-da! Stay tuned at the end of the episode. I have a special announcement. What's everybody been up to? What's everybody been up to?
I got to play a game that's not out yet called Code Vein, that's kind of a bit like Dark Souls, but anime inspired, and I wrote a big long article and did some videos about that, and you can go see them on kotaku.co.uk. So that was the thing I did this week.
Fancy.
It's a fancy.
Trying to think if I did
Astrid?
anything else. Today I've been playing some Stardew Valley and some
On what system?
on the Switch, because it just came out on the Switch, as well as Fire Emblem Warriors, which isn't out yet, and I've been starting to play a bit of on the Switch. So I'm playing all the secret, unavailable yet games today.
That's what happens when you go up in the world.
Oh, I know. All them Switch games, dollar bills, yo.
That $. Astrid,
Yes.
what have you been up to, dear?
Well, I went to the BFX festival in Bournemouth. That was pretty cool.
Did they do any cool tricks?
They didn't do any cool tricks, but one of the developers brought a shark head onto the stage. That was quite funny.
An actual shark head?
Not an actual shark head,
Yeah.
but a wooden shark head, like what one you'd get for a pub on the beach. You know, that kind of shark head.
I don't go to those kind of pubs, clearly.
Oh, yeah, that's fair enough. BFX Festival is the Bournemouth Special Effects Festival. Yesterday was their video games day, so they had speakers from Creative Assembly, Frontier Development, so on and so forth. They had the lighting artist for Forza Horizon 3, and I interviewed a couple of people and did general press coverage. It was quite nice. And you should stay tuned for that, maybe, because it might be going onto the internet somewhere soon, and I might get money for it, maybe.
More $. $1 for all.
Fingers crossed.
What have you been up to?
I can finally reveal that I've been playing A Hat in Time.
Oh, is that what you were playing before last week when
gasp.
you teased and I clearly had no idea what you were playing?
Indeed.
I actually had no idea what you were playing.
Ah, see, I'm good. I obey the NDA. Obey the NDA.
Yes.
Yes, it's amazing. It's far better than ukulele. Fuck you, ukulele. You were not worth the wait or the extra $5. However, A Hat in Time was wonderful, and I've written a review which you can find over on stonemonkeyradio.blog. Enjoy that.
I did a review of it. I did a read of that review, and it was very good. It was a
Thank
good
you.
review.
It's my very first review.
It's very good for a first review, and it makes me want to play the video game.
You should definitely play the video game.
I should.
Stay tuned at the end of the episode for an interesting announcement related to that video game. Anyway, Anyway, when last we left you, you were returning to Mordtown from your little adventure away via to a town in both directions to Croybon. So, what have you missed? What have you missed while you're away? Where are you rushing back to?
I want to make sure that we keep ourselves updated on how the blossoming friendship between our favourite dragon and our favourite Trashboi is going.
Well, you have a day off today.
I want to see how they're both doing and possibly have some kind of... I'm trying to think, like, what social thing could we get them to both join us for?
Spell quest.
Was that spell quest? Was that you want more spell quest?
The spell quest.
I feel like Astrid would quite like for us to go do spell quest.
I mean, that would be quite nice, and it's an activity that we can all enjoy together.
I'm up for this as a little bit of downtime fun where we can go... We could do spell quest with Trashboi again, and then also, like, hopefully at the end be like, oh, hey Lactone, how the heck you doing?
Rawr.
Rawr.
Garr.
Rawr.
Garr.
It's a very scary dragon at the end of spell quest.
Yes, she is.
So, are we able to go invite Trashboi to come do spell quest again?
We don't even need to go. We can call them.
Give him a call!
Beep beep boop beep boop boop beep boop beep beep boop beep.
The Scrytome does not respond to the strange noises you're making at it.
I was going to ask, does this mean that there's now a canonical number of digits in a phone number in the Underdark?
I was trying to establish that canon, but
I assumed she was just
Alas.
making noises at the Scrytome, hoping that it would respond.
I take the Scrytome from Madame Valerie and I correctly, like, call Trashboi without making any weird sounds at the phone.
Having taken the Scrytome back from Thrall, you find it once again to be quite warm.
Have you been catching more piggies?
He looks a little bit embarrassed down at his toes, and
I
sort of
hope he's-
drums his fingers on the seat of the cart, just looking a bit sheepish.
It's okay. I hope you got some good ones. You have to show me sometime.
He gives you a very stiff little single nod.
Okay, call Trashboi. Doing the thing.
doot doot doot, boopity boopity boopity,
Okay, you gesture over the Scrytome while giving...
whilst making beeping
While
noises.
making strange beeping noises, obviously. And the blue dots vanish off into the distance, and very quickly you hear, "Oh, hi!
How are you doing today?
I'm really good. How are you?"
Oh, we are good. Are you?
We're not doing too bad.
Are you up to much today?
Yeah, just hanging out with Lactone, you know.
Oh, funny that.
We were gonna, like, chase up how you were both doing. How are you both doing?
Yeah, we're really good. We're really good. What are you guys up to? You should come over.
Well, we were planning to come do some spell quest, but if you two are already hanging out, I don't mind just coming and hanging out with both of you.
Come. We're at Spellquest.
Well, come
Lactone
from-
doesn't leave, so yeah.
Yeah, we will come find you both at spell quest. We will
Sure,
do
oh
the
my
thing.
God. Be amazing.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye. And as I hang up the phone, whether Trashboi's aware of it or not, I'm going to do a little bit of a dab as I hang up the phone.
Well, the way it works is it's sort of like FaceTime, isn't it?
Sort of, yes, but I imagine that somebody else would be have to be holding the tome in order for anyone to see what was happening when somebody did a dab while holding
Oh, I
the
just
Scrytome.
I just naturally, because like we're cute and relationshipy stuff, I just naturally like grab the Scrytome as Brilmara does a dab.
I don't intend for Trashboi to necessarily even be able to see that the dab happened, but I need to know that I did it so that when I see Trashboi later, I can be like, hey, as I was hanging up the phone, I dabbed. And, you know, it'd be a nice, cool icebreaker when we get there.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to hand the cart in.
Yeah, we should probably
Yes.
return the cart, yeah.
You hand the cart back into Barry at the service gate. Oh, not seen you in a few days. Oh, you've been taking good care of these piggies. Yeah.
They've been taking good care of our travel needs.
Oh, they're very good like that. Very good indeed. Anyway, have a rest now, fellas. And he gives the piggies a good brush down and unhooks them from the cart. And they have a little piggy stretch.
Oh.
And oink happily. Make your way over to the weird sports centre where SpellQuest is located. On the way there, you notice there are quite a few empty glass bottles. They seem to be piling up in people's doorways, some just randomly lining the street. And you make your way...
Oh, no. Before we continue, I pick up one of them and take a look.
Okay, you pick up one of them, and written on the side of the glass bottle in just slightly raised lettering, it's not coloured at all, but it says Nestler's Spring.
Nestler Spring.
Nestlers, Nestlers.
I wonder what kind of brand that might be referencing.
I don't know what you mean.
Neither do I. What on earth do I mean?
Bringing reality into my fantasy world.
How dare I? How very dare I?
I wonder why they're lining the streets like this.
It's almost like people are just using them and then throwing them away.
People should be using them additional times, you know, not throwing them away.
I mean, it's pretty sturdy. I give the glass a knock.
You give it a firm knock and it cracks.
I stand corrected. These things are shit. I'm not surprised that people aren't using them a second time, but surely you don't just leave it in the street. Come on. I mean, we're in the Underdark, so there's, like, not the infrastructure present for regular clean-up of streets and residential areas and commercial, so on. But, really?
Very actually.
There's a gap in the market for that sort of thing. That I'm not going to fill. Let's continue on.
I think we should continue on because you did just smash someone's glass out on the street and maybe that's the thing you don't stick around near.
Brilmara,
Yeah.
they're fucking everywhere.
Yeah, but...
Nobody's going to give a shit about
it's
this.
still someone else's property that you broke, so, you know...
Can I make an insight check as to whether it's likely that anyone will give a shit about this?
You may always roll the thing.
I get a 21 on my insight check.
You know that this is trash and no one gives a fuck.
No one gives a fuck. It's fine. Let's go on.
There's only one kind of trash that anyone gives a fuck about, and that's Trashboi.
With an I. The only kind of trash that anyone really likes ends with an I.
You've got to have an eye. You head to SpellQuests, and there seems to be a few people just hanging around generally in the main lobby area, playing pool or just chatting, having a few drinks.
It's nice to see this place is doing well.
It seems to have really picked up. It's a very popular spot for people. Ash is hurtling around. There seems to be a young half-orc person that's also wearing an oversized orange robe and seems to be working there as well. Looks like they've had to get some help in.
Nice. This is really nice to see.
I feel like we can basically, like, because we're going to see one of the performers, we can just kind of stroll in and be like, VIP, see, we're here to see the talent.
Like, with shades on, in slow motion.
Exactly, we just walk confidently, like, yeah, we're
And everyone
we're
turns
here for a
around and
reason.
there's, like, people who are drinking from bottles, and then they look around and their mouths open in slow motion, and the liquid just pours out. And the bottle drops, and nobody really, like, acknowledges it because they're all blown away by how badass we look.
What do we roll for that?
Charisma.
I could do.
At advantage because we actually are cool.
I think that's debatable.
I think you're cool.
Performance 6.
17.
Okay. Valerie looks absolutely fantastic and does the slow motion bop really well. Even sort of dropping the glasses down a little bit and making eye contact with one person before sliding them back up.
And winking, obviously.
Naturally. Meanwhile, there is Brilmara walking next to her, and she attempts to do the same thing, but when putting the glasses back on, sort of vaguely stabs herself in the eye.
If we have learnt one thing during this campaign, it is I cannot pull off being cool.
You can? You did a fucking fidget spinner 360.
You did the 360 dab scope.
Yeah,
And
but
let us never forget that beautiful
it's
moment.
debatable whether that was a cool moment or whether that was just a very, very, very Brilmara moment.
It doesn't matter how cool it is in the grand scheme of coolness. What matters is that you did it so well that it was innately cool.
Okay, and Thrall scored a 3.
Oh, poor baby.
Thrall just trips over his own feet and falls over.
Oh no.
Ultimately, this really does bring down the whole performance for everybody. Everyone sort of stops and looks at you.
I pick him up and carry him because we're the pair that are too cool. Like, we don't need to be cool. We're so cool we don't even need to be cool.
Someone from the back of the room just screams, "Nerds!"
Whilst Brilmara is carrying Thrall, I grab Brilmara's hand and very hastily walk us past the bar and say, "Oh, you're right. We're just coming in to see Lactone and Trashboi. We'll see you in a bit. Bye." And like beeline to Lactone's room.
Okay, you try to go through the staff entrance door and it's locked.
Hi, do you think we can maybe come in and see Lactone if that's all right? They're expecting us.
Oh, well, it's a busy day, you know. Lots of customers. She's pretty busy at the moment. We've got a few people scheduled to go in right now. I think Trashboi's over in the corner though. Ooh.
Let's go see Trashboi!
Let's go see Trashboi.
You head to the other side of the lobby area and hang out with Trashboi, who is absolutely wiping the floor with people at pool
Of course.
and looking fantastic while doing it.
Hey, Trashboi!
Oh my god, hi! And gives you a bit of a flab actually, the flappy dab.
Oh, the flappy dab. See, you may be wondering why I didn't do a dab when I saw you. I preemptively did a dab when I hung up the phone. I hung up and did a dab.
Ooh, I like your game. Good game.
I know.
Nice.
Gonna keep you on your toes. Who knows when the dab's coming?
When they're playing pool.
And with
they're
that, there is a
doing-
whoosh dab.
Oh. I'm like, oh, you've really bested me, and I turn around as if I'm gonna walk away, and then I turn back and dab.
Roll initiative.
Oh god, are we getting into a dab battle?
Oh my god! Dab!
Epic dab battle.
13. I am so ready for this downtime episode to be a dabbing battle.
Okay, so Trashboi's going first.
Oh, 19 initiative, that's pretty good.
They throw the first dab in this, and everybody else in the room is backing up towards the corners of the room and start clapping, like rhythmically, just, ooh, it's all going down.
Oh my god.
Dab, dab, dab. It's about to throw down in this place. Trashboi rolls a 12, and with that they do a standard dab, but they spin on their heel, allowing the weight of the initial impact of the dab to spin them round 360, and they come to a very graceful stop, and then do a little bit of a flourish and gesture to you. It is your turn.
I hope, Madam Valerie, I hope that you think that this is a valid use of what I'm about to do, and I want to use the remaining shake of the magic 8-ball to find out what my result will be on a skill check.
The remaining shake.
There is only one use left.
Do you object to me using this for a dab battle?
No, this is justified.
So I want to use the thing to find out what my result would be on an acrobatics check, because should I describe what I'm thinking now, or after I've seen whether acrobatics would be a good roll?
Talk it out first.
Okay, so I intend to sort of run towards the wall and use the wall to do a backflip, like sort of backflip on the wall, then spin around and go into the lowest dab possible while I'm still spinning. So just like,
I love how this is fucking like Mimi step up now.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's happening.
I am totally up for like a dance battle campaign. Like that feels like a thing that if no one's ever done it before needs to exist. Like step up to the D&D campaign.
Oh, why step up 2 specifically? Why not step up 1 or 3 or 4?
This is Dabtastic Boogaloo.
5 or 6
I
or
don't
7.
know. So acrobatics for that 23. Yep, doing it.
Shit! That's amazing!
Is that a natch 20? Come on, how good was it?
That is
Not.
19 with a modifier of 4. So, yep, I am running up the wall to do a backflip, spinning into an incredibly low dab while I spin.
Okay, Thrall walks through holding up a little board saying round 2.
Is he wearing a scantily clad referee's outfit?
He's a kobold, he's not wearing anything.
Oh, better.
Do we know how many rounds this competition's gonna run to?
Best of 3.
Okay, best of 3. That's fine. I'm off to a very good start.
Standard dab off rules then.
Absolutely.
If anyone ever meets me at a convention and wants to engage in a dabbing battle, bring it on.
This episode is going to be up before MCM, so...
Yeah, if you see me at MCM in London, tell me that you want a PolyArmoury style dab battle, and I will more than happily, we'll clear out a circle and we will have a dab battle.
Oh, it would be so cool for us to cosplay as our characters at an MCM at one point.
I have been thinking about trying to put that together at some point.
I've been thinking about... Well, I suppose I have kind of got a costume for that. I have been thinking about getting PolyArmoury t-shirts made. Just
I would
some
buy
custom
the
ones.
fuck out of one.
I was just thinking about just designing some for myself more than anything else. But,
That's half the reason I ever design t-shirts.
Yeah.
Anyway, round 2.
Round 2, ding ding. That is a 22 for Trashboi.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough to beat.
Trashboi does a beautiful little pirouette, and then down onto sliding onto both knees, does a dab into a forward roll, into a windmill, like with the legs, and then dabs with both arms and legs while spinning on their head. And then lands down into a gesture towards you. It is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do a stealthy dab. So, I want to walk over to one of the bar stools and just go down as if I'm just gonna, sit down very casually. And then, before you know it, everyone suddenly notices my legs. I have stealthily rolled into a leg dab. Just, casual sitting. Oops, leg dab. Never saw it coming. It was stealth. 12. If only I'd had advantage, my second roll would have been 23, but no, I do not successfully do my stealth dab.
Do you have inspiration?
No, I don't believe so.
Ah, well. So the second round goes to Trashboi. It's all to play for in the final
I know.
round.
It's such a shame.
shit.
Everyone noticed my stealthy dab. I tried to be stealthy and they're like, we see what you're doing.
Thrall comes through with the round 3 board and does a little turn, and while returning back to the edge of the room, does a little dab of his own. And the crowd goes wild.
Oh, he's a little crowd pleaser.
He is that. We all remember the 21 gun salute.
Yes, we do.
Okay, and Trashboi.
That's a 12 on dabbing.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do to like cheer you on.
Trashboi goes for a flappy dab while doing a sort of solo Charleston. Lots of funky foot movement, but while doing a forward step during the flappy dab, they slightly trip and do recover. It's recovered quite well, but people noticed. So the applause are a little bit more weak for that one. But it's all up to you. This is all to play for. Final round.
It's all to play for. So, for my final dab, I would like to bring over my pseudo-dragon, and I'm going to attempt to do a dab side by side with the pseudo-dragon. I want to cast Thaumaturgy on myself, which is a lovely cantrip I want to make all of the sort of flames around of any lanterns flicker a bit, changing through spectrums of colours, a little bit of harmless shaking in the ground, rumble of thunder off in the distance, all the doors are shaking ever so slightly. Just, everything is just slightly oh, here we go. And I am going to try and do a dab mid-backflip. So, do a backflip, and halfway through the backflip, I dab. As I land, my pseudo-dragon dabs.
Nice.
So, what would that be? Acrobatics?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go, yo.
16!
As she lands the dab and she and the dragon dabs, I slide in and make it rain to add that extra little flair.
You're just going to throw copper in the air.
Well, I'm gonna try and, you know, when you make it rain with some banknotes, I'm gonna try and do that with coins, but not actually on them because that would hurt. But like in front of them to get like a shimmering fountain going on. Just add that little something.
Just be careful our money doesn't go like down through the floorboards or anything.
I'll be fine.
Okay, how much are you putting into this and what denominations?
It's gonna be like 15 gold pieces.
That's a fair amount of money.
It's a fair amount of money, but I'm gonna pick it up afterwards.
It's a fair amount of money considering that you've already seen I won the roll.
I want to make it extra special. Okay, fine, 10 copper.
No, I'm going to need a roll for that. Let's have just a performance though.
17.
That's a very nice roll you have there.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
As Brilmara lands, you slide in like a baseball player going for third.
Nice.
She said as if she understood baseball. And fling gracefully copper up into the air, which scatter down and for 17, none of them hit you in the face.
Yay!
That's useful.
They do, however, go flying all over the place. Roll a d10.
6.
You recover 6 of your 10 copper.
Oh, that's okay.
No idea where the rest went.
That's fine, it's only 4 copper.
At the end of the match, the crowd just burst into wild applause for your amazing side. Some of them appear to be stealthily picking up coins off the floor. And Trashboi comes over. Oh my god, that was amazing!
This
gives
is
you a
the
big
best. We should get this made into like a proper sport.
Yeah, like professional dab off. I like it.
I know. I would totally go and see like a live performance of professional dab off.
Yeah, like we could
Thursday
all be like,
night dab battling at Ganley's. We should talk to him about it.
yeah, like we could be professional D-boys with an eye.
D-boys.
After your epic dab off, what do you want to do?
Actually, considering that that Lactone is currently a bit busy to say hi to because of work, I vote we go do a round of SpellQuest in order to go say hi to Lactone.
Let's kick ass once more at SpellQuest and take that high score right out of whoever managed to get it before us.
You go pay at the desk, wait around for a few minutes and get rolled in. Trashboi's coming with you, yeah?
Yes.
You probably won't remember the map from last time anyway, but it's not the same one you played before. Ka-ching! So you head into the gear room, you get yourselves geared up in this lovely and incredibly fashionable SpellQuest outfits, your robe and hat, and your oversized neon green wand.
Heck yeah.
Ash pulls the levers and sets you up for a 4-player game. You remember the rules, right?
We have some hit
Yep.
points or something, we pick directions, we fire the wands at stuff.
3 hit points. So you have 10 minutes. Off you go. The door opens before you into the arena. Who's going first to pick a direction?
I want to go first. Initiative, yeah. Woo.
Shit. Okay, yeah.
Okay, you can go straight ahead or to the right.
Straight ahead.
You go straight ahead and you're immediately attacked by 3 goblins.
I point my wand at the centermost goblin and fire the wand for 6.
That is a miss. Thrall's up next.
Thrall gets a 13.
Thrall gets a hit, and that's one of the goblins dead.
A.
Madam Valerie.
Boosh. 19!
Heck yes.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's the hits for you. There is 1 goblin left. Trashboi throws the wand up in the air and catches it and hits himself in the face with the spell. They're clearly off their cool factor today.
Oh, hun, what's up?
I don't know, maybe I'm just tired.
Did you get thrown off by losing a dab battle? I can understand how that would knock one's confidence.
And Trashboi looks a little bit upset that you're being bad winners.
I'm like,
No, we're having friendly banter.
I'm sorry, we had a very rough couple of days away. It was nice to have a win, but your dabs are my favourite dabs other than my own dabs, because I have to love my own dabs because they are mine. But of external dabs, yours are my favourite.
The goblin hits Brilmara. You have lost a life.
Okay. I feel like this is going to go like last time. I'm going to be the one to lose all my lives very quickly.
Brilmara, back to you.
10.
Boom! Goblin dead. You're at a dead end.
That's what you get for hurting me, you fuck.
You're at a dead end.
Fine.
So you head back the way you came and go the only other direction you have a choice of. And as you get to the end of the corridor, where you see the familiar sign of the fact that this corridor seems to go on forever, but then suddenly realise it's a painted wall. But you hear a noise behind you, and you spin around, and there are 4 goblins behind you. Go, 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 go! Thrall.
20, natural 20.
Nice!
Thrall spins the wand on his palm. It lets out 2 shots and takes out 2 of the goblins.
Nice work, Thrall.
Looks
well
very pleased
done.
with himself.
Oh, you should be pleased. Well done, you.
And blows some imaginary smoke off the end of the...
Oh, that
Nice.
that
That's
was
fucking
nice,
cool.
Thrall.
Valerie?
I give Thrall a little congratulating ruffle, and then I dive Max Payne style, and I fire my wand at the goblins, and I get a 4.
You leap sideways into the wall, which looks fantastically like a cave, but still nonetheless you have just jumped headfirst into a wall.
Crunch.
Crunched your bonds. Trashboi rolls another 4.
I'm now just picturing Trashboi does the same thing and also bonks their head.
They're trying.
Trashboi's looking a little bit dejected and just does a sort of point and click and still manages to miss because they're already a bit off their game. So a little bit disappointed with the whole thing, and it's really having a bit of a run-on effect now.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do when my next turn rolls round. I've got a plan now.
The first goblin misses you all completely, and the second hits Thrall. Thrall looks a bit grumpy and clutches his wand a bit tighter and glares at the goblin. Brilmara, it's time for that turn that you had in mind.
I'm going to take my wand out and I'm going to put my attention over to Trashboi and just go, Trashboi, I'm going to need some help with this one, and get into like a held dab position and sort of be like, I need you to lend me your dabbing power for this shot. And I'm hoping that Trashboi dabs along with me here.
You're both just dabbing?
We are dabbing, and then from the dab I'm going to take my shot. 8. Okay, clearly that didn't work. Hopefully we just did it the wrong way round. I just gave my dabbing energy to you, so you're hopefully going to hit next time, because you got some of my dabbing energy now. Let's hope that's how it worked.
And Valerie?
I walk up to Trashboi.
Mhm.
I hold out my hand.
Mhm.
Trashboi, it's time for the fusion! And I get them to dab with me, but the peaks of the dab connect, and we spin around and I fire my wand. Through sheer inspiration.
I'll let you have
give-
advantage for that.
Is that why you said the word inspiration? Is that what you were angling for?
I wasn't quite angling for that. I was using it for the meaning of the word, but
Yeah.
through sheer inspiration, I give Trashboi another opportunity to fire off the wand, and we both fire our wands off in unison towards the goblins.
Okay, so you fire together and...
I get a 16.
Okay, and you fire off together with your inspiration, which I'll say is 1 roll for each. And that is the goblins done. Dun diddly dun dun diddly dun diddly dun 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 dun.
Fucking yes! And I give Trashboi a big high five.
And Trashboi also gives you a high five.
I try to give Trashboi a high five as well.
Trashboi gives you a high five too and offers one to the boy.
I think the boy accepts.
So you walk now into a large cobwebbed cave. You can go straight ahead or to the left. Valerie, it's your time to pick a direction.
Let's turn by stint of the rule of mazes left.
You head to the left, walk along a little way, and go straight ahead or to the left. You are now in what appears to be a graveyard.
Oh, spooky.
Okay, let's turn left again.
You turn left again, and you are attacked from both sides by zombies.
Oh.
Spooky.
Indeed. There are 2 zombies behind you and 1 to your left. Trashboi takes aim at the one to the left and misses. Only slightly.
Oh, you were so close this time.
Yeah, you know, it's fine. Next time. Next time. They do seem quite dejected at this stage. The first zombie goes for Trashboi, and that is a hit. 1 goes for Madame Valerie. That is a hit. And the last one also goes for Trashboi, and that is a hit.
Is Trashboi down to 1 life
Trashboi's
now?
down to 1 life.
Oh, no.
So the next in the turn order, Brilmara.
I do not successfully hit anyone. Thrall runs up to one of the zombies, very frustrated that they keep getting in our way, attempts to fire a bolt from the wand at the zombie, and just completely misses. Just, like, points the wand between the legs accidentally, and, like, oh no, that was considerably a miss.
Oh, Valerie?
I am going to point my wand at the nearest zombie, and I am going to say, "Thank you for shopping at Whoop-Asses Are Us." And
I
I
want to say that
fire.
again.
I think it's quite good left as it is.
Oh no!
Did you not take them to Whoop Asses Are Us?
As I thrust my wand in the zombie's direction, it slips out of my hand, and I also trip on nothing and fall to the ground. I rolled a critical fail.
At least you're near your wand now.
I suppose. That's the silver lining to the situation.
Exactly. The zombies sort of stagger towards you. I think that's probably why they're so hard to hit. They're sort of shuffling side to side. And at that moment, Trashboi completely missed and takes another hit. Trashboi looks really disappointed. This has not been their day at all.
At this rate, it's not been any of our day, because I'm pretty sure all of us just missed our last attempts at attacks.
The next zombie takes a swipe at Brilmara and misses. And the zombie after that takes a hit at Valerie, and it is a hit. You have 2 zombies left, and it is Brilmara's turn.
I am just gonna, point the wand as close to one of their faces as possible, because I am frustrated at my inability to hit them. Wand in the face. 2. I point the wand in the face. Doesn't seem to have fired. I look down the barrel of it, and then, it almost shoots me in the face. Because never look down the barrel of a loaded wand.
Remember that, kids.
Yeah. If there's any chance the wand... Even if you don't think the wand is loaded, don't look down the barrel. Just in
One
case.
of life's most important pieces of advice.
Thrall...
Gets an 11.
Thrall just so determined to be like, I can help, just sprints and rapidly shakes the wand at someone, and hooray!
I like to imagine that he's doing a sort of flicky motion while firing, and it's doing a spread shot. And it finally gets one of the zombies. So
He's getting a pretty interesting technique going on there.
he is. Next we have Valerie.
Okay, let's try this again. Valerie stands up, dusts herself off. Let's try this one more time. Let's get some more magical death in your diet! And I fire the wand at one of the zombies. And I get another critical fail!
And you fall back on the floor. And you fall back on the floor. And your wand skitters away.
Oh, shit!
The remaining zombie misses you entirely.
Hooray!
Roll20 just hates everyone tonight.
It
From
doesn't
Mars.
hate
I'm
our
starting to
dabbing
get the
contest.
feeling.
I'm pretty sure we used up all the good rolls with the dabbing contest.
I'm starting to get the distinct impression that we were really lucky the first time we played SpellQuest, and we're actually really bad at it. There goes my lifelong dream of being a SpellQuest wizard.
Practice.
There's only one zombie left, right?
Yes.
I point my wand at them and I just scream, please hit this time! I roll an 11.
And you do indeed hit this time. Then the zombie retracts back into the wall.
I drop to the ground and go, praise the heavens, we didn't die. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Looking at Brilmara and impressed that after the uttering of please hit this time, there was a successful hit, Valerie looks up at the ceiling and says, please give me a lifetime supply of sex toys? Anything? No? Okay, it was worth a shot. Let's
Okay,
go!
you are standing at a dead end. You backtrack to where you were, take the corner around to the right. A familiar ogre comes grumbling out of the floor. Thrall?
Thrall just kind of tries to attack and then scuttles back a bit, unsure what to do.
Valerie?
Valerie has run out of suitable quotes for this situation of Ash from the Evil Dead. You're gonna fucking get it! And I cast the spell at the ogre.
That's a hit.
And I get a 14, so I don't fail miserably this time.
The ogre lumbers towards you and strikes Thrall.
Thrall, no!
We are back to the top of the order, Brilmara.
I point at the ogre's eyes and attempt to fire a shot toward the eyes in the vague hope of blinding them, but I think that might be too optimistic. 9.
Great, that is too optimistic.
Ah.
Thrall.
11. So Thrall applies the scatter shot technique and manages to get a hit on the ogre.
The ogre doesn't really do anything apart from lumber a little bit. Valerie, next.
I do a sort of, you know when you stand on your toes as that sort of dance move?
On point.
And you bend your back a bit. You arch your back. I reach my arm around my back and I let off a pot shot. And I get a 7, so I should maybe try not doing that next time. Because clearly it didn't work.
You hit the wall and there is no sign of anything working here. The ogre takes a swing at Brilmara. You have 1 hit left.
Okay.
Brilmara, it is your turn. Vengeance!
Vengeance indeed, with all the fury of an angry Brilmara scorned. I summoned all of my power into my wand and just scream, "You're gonna pay for that, wooden monster." 14.
Wobble, 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 wobble back into the floor.
So, how many of our party are still okay?
Thrall, Brilmara, Valerie.
Oh, is...
Yeah, Trashboi's.
Trashboi was the first one out.
Yeah.
Trashboi's not having a good day.
Hey,
no.
Trashboi. I trust you to do what I don't think I can, and I'm hoping that this is how the hit points are calculated. I go to hand over my robe to Trashboi and say, "I've done this already once. I want you to take over in my place."
Hey, Brilmara, does that mean you're naked now?
I don't think I was wearing only the robe.
Oh, okay.
So,
Thrall, on the other hand, would very much be.
I offer Trashboi my robe so that Trashboi can continue in my place.
God, are you sure?
Yeah, I've done this before. I want to see you have a good time.
Oh, thanks, Brilmara. You're a good friend.
Well, that's okay.
Oh, friendship.
And I guess I'll just do Trashboi's roles for a bit.
With the ogre fallen and defeated before you, congratulations. You move through the dungeon area of Spellquest and come to a large door.
Oh.
I think that going through the door is always the right move to make.
Let's go through the door.
You throw the door open, you hear a familiar roar. And there is the bone skull-headed dragon that you have fought before.
It's a dragon fuck.
Oh no! This is a terrifying turn of events we did not expect. How will we survive this fearsome dragon?
Whatever will we do?
And the dragon gives you a little wink from underneath its mask.
We give a wink back.
And gives a particularly impressive shot of this blue flame that you've seen them shoot before. It looks particularly good today. She's clearly putting on an extra show for you.
Aww.
And
We will best you in combat, dragon.
she roars epically. The floor seems to shake. She's really putting on a good show today.
Oh damn, she's doing a good
And, because I'm out, I just sort of whisper over "You're clearly doing pretty well today. I'm enjoying all the new touches. Keep it up."
Thrall, I believe.
Astrid, do you want to roll for Thrall, and I'll do Trashboi rolls?
Yeah, sure thing. Boopity boop. Oh no.
Thrall leaps up onto Brilmara's shoulder and tries to do a shot, but slips slightly on her robe, and it misfires.
I want to make sure I catch Thrall after this fall.
You do. Sort of have him in a baby side hold.
Okay. I'm gonna
If you
hold.
picked up a toddler.
I'll hold him here until his next turn.
Aww. Valerie?
I turn to Trashboi. You want to give him the old dab attack again?
Sure, let's give it a go.
We dab, we aim, and we fire! I got a 19.
19 and a 1, which combined is a 20.
One of those hits, where are you aiming?
I am aiming for the head.
That's 1 for the head.
2 for the wall behind. No.
3 to get ready. Now, someone's going blind.
Oh no, that's less than ideal.
Stop masturbating in the corner. There is a mighty epic roar, a burst of blue flame into the air, and it is Thrall's turn.
Thrall is really not doing too great right now.
No. Valerie?
Valerie?
You try too much to, like, give me a sort of sexy wink as you're going to be like, yeah, look at me, and...
And it just goes off in the fucking corner
Yeah,
somewhere.
exactly. You just weren't looking where you were aiming.
Too distracted by your damn fine notes.
Trashboi?
Trashboi attempts to summon up all of the courage they have to be like, Brilmara gave me this chance to keep fighting on, and again just manages to completely miss. Maybe Trashboi at this point is suspecting maybe that someone's messed with the difficulty this week, but another miss. Not sure how it happened.
You are engulfed in a wave of blue fire, which doesn't seem to do any damage to any of you. Well avoided.
Huh.
Nobody is doing good rolls today.
Oh no. Thrall will once again, 7 billionth time the charm, muster up his strength and willpower, point his wand, and let one rip. And actually gets it
Where's he aiming?
right between the eyes.
Okay.
Can I just double check? Did you just canonically suggest that Thrall farted while letting off this shot?
Yes, I did.
It
It wasn't the original intention.
I like
It
to
just
imagine
came
that
out
he
of my
bent
mouth.
over, slapped his ass, pointed the wand between his legs, and let one off. While letting one off.
Absolutely, literally what you just described. That's too beautiful for it not to be the case.
Collaborative storytelling, everybody.
Who doesn't love that?
Trash boy!
Uh,
Oh my god!
Trashboi, amazed that they're somehow still alive, runs up to the dragon and goes, I've definitely never met you before, dragon, but I'm gonna shoot you. And 17.
Hey.
Where are they aiming?
Left arm.
Thrall takes a hit and is out. That just leaves Valarie and Trash Boy.
Okay, I'm gonna grab Thrall and just give Thrall a bit of a hug while we watch the rest of this pan out.
You move back towards the sort of corner of the room and have a nice cuddle while watching the others have at it.
Aww. Valerie turns to the fearsome dragon that we do not know. Dragon, I will have vengeance for my fallen comrade! And I fling the wand about, trying to get a hit, whilst doing a slow, like a distanced muffled battle cry that you get in those action movies when people are just firing loads of guns. They all
Because you had your eyes
narrowly
closed while
dodged the
spinning.
Yes. Yes,
missed.
and the screaming sort of threw off my body a bit because it's such good screaming that my, I vibrate, and that's definitely why that happened.
Trash Boy gets a hit at the head, and the colouring drains from the hand and head pieces of the costume that the dragon is wearing, and you are victorious! Victorious!
I give Trash Boy a big high five and say, "Well done, you did it! Look,
did
there
it!"
we go. That's
And
not too bad, was it?"
Trash Boy whips out their scrytome and takes a selfie of the two of you doing a high five in front of Lactone,
Oh, yes.
who is doing their best defeated while being wheeled backwards.
Oh,
There is a yellow capsule each
Is that just for
Yes.
the surviving people?
for the surviving
Okay,
people.
cool.
And as you were kind enough to hand over your final life to resurrect Trash Boy, they give you the extra yellow capsule.
oh.
Would you like to roll for them now, or do you want to wait a bit?
I'm up for rolling those now.
Yeah, go
Is
on,
it just
then.
a D20?
It is just a d20.
1.
A 6.
Okay, a 1. Aww. Oh.
Oh.
Brilmara, you open the number 1. Inside is a small newt with a green stripe along its back.
A newt?
Oh.
It turns around on itself a couple of times and then winks with either eye and then blinks at you.
Do I just have a pet newt now?
There is a pet newt, yes.
Oh my god. I need... Okay, is it... It's bad, because all of the great pun names I have for this newt are all puns based on the real world and not the world of this D&D campaign, because my instinct was to call him Sir Isaac Newton.
You're not just going to call him Minute.
He is quite
'Cause
small.
he's small.
Okay. His name is first name Mai, second name Newt.
Michael Newt. How great a name is that? And it works with the
Michael
pun.
Newt.
Michael Newt.
Okay, he is now in my character sheet as Michael Newt the Minute Newt. I'm just collecting like an adorable lizard army. I have my pseudo dragon. I have my Newt.
Boyfriend.
Yeah, this is adorable.
Okay, you have a Newt with a green stripe called Michael Newt the Minute Newt. And what was the other roll? Sorry.
It was a 6.
A 6. Sounds sexy to me.
Hit.
For a 6. Ah. It's another one of these. I'm sure you've got one of these already. Someone's got one of these already. Inside the capsule, there is a necklace that is shaped like a little poop.
I do remember the poop
What?
necklace coming up in the past.
Yeah.
And I don't know who had it.
I thought you had it.
I thought I did as well, but it's not in my treasure, and I don't remember what it did.
We never found out because you never put it on.
Ah, well in that case, I have a... Let's go with I have a poop necklace and I've never put it on.
Matching poop necklace. Now we just need to get one for the boy.
Okay, so I put one in your thing. You have a number 6 poop necklace.
A number 6 poop necklace.
Here's the thing, I'm afraid to put these poop necklaces on, so like, if you want to put yours on at some point and tell me what it does...
I put on the poop necklace.
You put on the poop necklace. Ah.
Oh no, don't do that laugh. Oh no.
You
It's bad, isn't
You
it?
put on the poop necklace and immediately feel your stomach start to rumble. And you let
I
out
take the poop necklace off right away.
You let out the loudest and most offensive fart.
Oh, this is going to be great for pranks.
As you take off the necklace, it crumbles to dust. But you still feel really gassy.
Oh no. That was a bit fruitless.
Well, now...
Oh, no,
now
it's quite fruity.
Now I know if I ever need to fart. We have
Can you fart?
Can I fart?
Do it
now.
Why do I get the feeling that this is going to be, like, surprisingly useful in some boss fight we have
I'm
later
glad-
on?
I have no
I'm
idea.
glad it didn't go worse than that, because in my mind, when like the rumbling started happening, I'm like, oh no, is this necklace just gonna make you shit yourself?
Foolish mortals, I've locked off your ability to pass gas. Now you'll never defeat me, the anti-gas man. Well, friends, look what we've got. I
That's
put on
where
this
you're wrong.
necklace with shit on it.
I've got this piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
So yeah, I will. I'm gonna make a note in my notes. Makes you fart brackets, maybe more question mark.
Are you staying in this room, or are you going to try and speak to
I
Lactone?
think we should go through and try and speak to
Lactone.
Lactone.
You head out into the hallway, and you knock on the door to Lactone's dressing room. Come in.
We come in.
Hey!
You go in. As you enter, you let out another quite astonishing fart.
Oh no. Shouldn't have put on the poop necklace.
If you ever get a necklace in your life shaped like poop, just don't.
I don't know. I honestly don't know what I was thinking would happen.
Trashboi is just trying to keep composed, but also just fanning their face.
I'm not in any way attempting to hide my laughter. I find this hilarious.
I mean, I'm also probably laughing about it a little bit too.
Every time you laugh, you let out a little... just like that.
Jane,
Hello.
I love you, but you put a necklace in your game that makes you fart.
You got a tail cover. You got a tail cover for Thrall last episode. I seem to remember.
It's true.
Or 2 episodes ago.
I mean, it was a sock.
It was a sock. Just one.
But
Sorry about Valerie here. I'm gonna say all of this laughter is in canon. Hey.
obviously,
Sorry about all of Valerie's flatulence.
I put on a necklace that had a little.
Oh, was that
icon
was
on
that
it.
one of your rewards?
Yeah, and it's making me fart for some reason.
Goodness, I think Ash gets those from the same place Darius get theirs.
I'm not surprised in the slightest. I've not come across that in a Darius capsule before, though. That's quite new. Maybe they don't order that one in.
I got something I think quite a bit cooler than the poop necklace, and I show Lactone Michael Newt the Minute Newt.
So cute.
I know.
She waves at Michael Newt, the minute Newt.
Yeah.
Are we going to say his name in full
Yes.
every time? Because I'm fully okay with that
think
decision.
that they have to only be referred to as Michael Newt the Minute Newt. Well, they're so tiny. You might even call them minute because they are mine.
Doot, said Michael Newt,
The minute
the minute Newt.
Okay, I this is the best day. All of my friends are here, and I have Michael Newt the Minute Newt.
It's so lovely to see you.
How's work been going now that you've been having a few more customers?
Yeah, it seems business is doing really good.
We've been getting really busy. Ash is really happy. It's really nice.
And everyone's been, enjoying their climactic boss battle with you.
Well, not all of them make it. I'm impressed that you've managed to make it both times that you've been here. I mean, unless you have been here when you've not made it through.
No, we've always made it through somehow. Didn't think we were going to. We had a very poor spell in the middle.
Yeah, I'm starting to get the feeling that we were really lucky the first time.
Well, it's so lovely to see you.
It's lovely to see you too.
Yeah, that's Trashboi. She does a little dab and then offers. They do a little handshake together. They've clearly been working on it for a while.
Oh my goodness, this is adorable!
And Trashboi spins round and takes a selfie with the two of them. And they do that little the V signs on the cheek.
This is the best, most wonderful thing, and I'm so glad that we made this happen.
I'm so happy that you've been having fun being friends.
Oh yeah, Lactone's great. We're having a really good time. I've been helping her work on her voice. It's great.
Okay, I think that we have put together the greatest. This is the greatest friend group. We don't need anyone else. We are the best friends.
Valerie is maybe happy, crying a little bit and fanning her face. It's just so beautiful and wonderful, and I'm so happy that you're friends, and it's really wonderful and nice, and it's
And the effect is somewhat lost by the fact that she just let out the most massive fart. Oh, just a real trouser ripper.
Oh no. Oh no. Why did I do this to myself?
It's going to be going on a while, yeah.
Curiosity made the cat fart.
Apparently so.
Oh no.
So sorry for.
Can I make a knowledge arcana check to see how long I'm going to continue farting?
Please do.
I got a 3. The farts will never end.
It could go on forever. You're not sure.
Oh no, I have terminal
This
fart
may be your life
syndrome.
now.
Terminal fart syndrome.
We'll just find leave you like a cork or something.
Is there any
She
cure
might
for terminal
explode.
fart syndrome?
Yes, this is.
Scientists are baffled.
There goes Madam Guffey.
How long?
What's
How long have
going
you
on
got before
right
you're going to be back to work?
As you're saying that, a bell rings, and Lactone says, "Sorry, everybody, I've got to get back. There's another group coming in." And she starts putting her headpiece back on and fitting her gloves.
Cool, we'll
But
clear out.
gives you each a little dab, each dab in a different
dab
direction.
I dab
So that you
dab
each feel
back.
that you're getting an individual
I
dab.
dab, but I make sure that my dab is also moving my hands past my face to waft away any farts.
I'm sorry, okay?
The
I can't help
anti-fart
it.
dab.
I've got terminal fart syndrome now. I can't help it.
And as you say that, you let out a little squeaker.
Uh,
And Lactone goes back through the main stage door, back into the room where she came from. And you are left alone in the dressing room. You heading off, or...?
I think it's time to head off. I think today has been a monumental day, and it's probably time to go have a sleep so that next time we can start off on whatever big adventures face us.
oh, we could maybe wind down. We could wind down a bit in Ganley's, maybe.
I'm up
just a
for
drink
one
or two.
drinking Gamleys, sure.
Let's go get one drink in Ganley's. Do you want to join us, Trashboi?
Oh my god, sure, yeah. I really fancy a gin.
Nice. I'm not surprised by this. You seem like a gin person.
I like a lot of booze, but I just feel like a gin today.
That's fair. That's respectable.
Mind if I join you in a gin?
Let's all get gin at Ganley's.
Gin for all. Let's go for it, yeah.
The people's gin.
The people's gin. Comrade Gordon.
Comrade Gordon. Nice. I like that. It's good.
You head back into town, popping all the way. As you walk down the high street, the kobolds are just pissing themselves laughing at you, because every step you take, every breath you make, every move you make, every single day, you're guffing.
Oh no.
And some of them are little squeakers, some of them are quite epic trouser rumblers.
I am perturbed by this situation, and I'm starting to question whether or not I want to go into a pub like this.
Are
You
there
can
any
decide on
tables
that.
outside of the pub? No.
It's not that kind of establishment.
Is there a window that we can have Valerie, like, sit on the window with her ass out the window?
So what you're saying is, can we go into Ganley's and can I shove my arse out of a window, farting at passers-by? Because, you know...
That's not going to be any good for Ganley's business, you wouldn't imagine.
No, it's not. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Can we go in, get some gins to take home, and have some gins back at arse?
Can we just buy a bottle of Gordon's?
You can ask...
Comrade Gordon's gin.
I'm sure you can ask Ganley if you'd like to.
Yep, we go in and ask Ganley. Well, I say we
Ganley,
go
here's
in.
the sitch,
Valerie
right?
does not go in.
Okay.
So,
I'll
hey.
stay outside and fart with my terminal fart syndrome.
Hey, Ganley. Is it possible to get some gins to go?
That's not a common request.
I know.
But sure.
We have a member of our group that hopefully temporarily has terminal fart syndrome, and we just.
Oh,
It's even
gosh.
better when other people say it.
That's nasty.
Yeah, exactly. So we will.
Is it a curse or something?
They put on a necklace shaped like poop, and then they very quickly took it off, and now they can't stop farting.
That seems like a really bad idea.
Yeah.
It's one of those Darrow's things.
It's kind of like the Daru's things. I think this one came from Spellquest, but same deal.
I've had some nasty shit out of those things.
Yeah, I got an adorable newt, though, so that's cool. This is my Michael Newt, the minute newt.
That's pretty cute.
I know.
I like the little green stripe.
Yeah. So, like, here's the deal. We deliberately left Valerie outside because of all the farting. Can we get
appreciate
some gins to go?
You want a bottle?
A bottle would be fantastic.
That'll be 25 gold.
Oh shit, I haven't got the gold.
Let's assume I got the gold from you before coming in, because
Yes.
I vote we buy the bottle, and then we can just, as well as drowning your sorrows tonight, we've just got gin now.
Okay.
So buy a bottle of gin.
Where are you going to drink your gin?
I think
we should go
I
back
think we
to
should
our
go back
place.
to our place above the PolyArmoury with Trashboi in tow to go enjoy some gin upstairs and try and ignore the farts.
We did rather enjoy Trashboi's company at our place last time, so... Yeah, no, didn't we, like, after we defeated the flesh golem, didn't we all go back to our place and have an orgy, basically?
You boinked each other after that one.
Rather splendidly. I don't think any boinking's going to happen in my current state.
Yeah, depends how
because
drunk we get.
The constant
Depends
fart...
if we get drunk enough to not care about the farting.
Let's get really drunk so that my terminal fart syndrome doesn't spoil the moment.
As you're walking across the road back towards the PolyArmoury, and the kobolds are just walking not downwind of you, but near you, so that they can watch and laugh. As you're crossing the street, you let out a particularly explosive fart that renders you prone on the ground. And
Oh my god!
you spend a good minute and a half just letting out one solid fart.
Holy shit!
You can feel the pressure
I mean,
of it
hopefully not
forcing
that.
you into the ground.
Oh my god! This is horrifying and miserable. I don't think I've ever heard a worse scenario. Oh no! What's going on with this? I'm not having a good time.
And
right
after a minute and a half of this single constant two-tone fart,
Fucking
like a
hell.
foghorn,
now. Oh my god!
you let out a few more little...
Is that the last of it?
And
Is my
that seems to be
suffering
it.
over?
That seems to be it.
Oh, no,
So all in all, you had about an hour of uncontrollable gas.
And that's from putting it on and taking it pretty much straight off.
wow.
That's from putting it on at all.
Oh no.
So,
I'm exhausted. That's a lot of farting.
I think we should all just go and have a couple of drinks back in the room and just let today be done with.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, as it's after hours, you let yourself into the shop. You head up to your room and have a nice evening of drinking gin and hanging out with Trashboi. Any plans for what you're going to do up there?
I think we are going to have a very, very good night together. That's what I think.
We're gonna fuck like nasty beasts.
You
Is I think the way you phrased
said
it
not me.
that one time.
Trashboi's a lucky one, they get it. Lots.
Yeah.
Okay, does Trashboi stay the night?
I think Trashboi stays the night.
If Trashboi wishes to stay the night, then they can stay the night.
You all have a lovely evening together
Yeah.
and all fall asleep together.
Oh.
In the middle of the night, Valerie, you wake half asleep, not sure if you're still dreaming, and you see Thrall hunched over the scrytome, bathed in a blue-white light, gesturing as if he's trying to catch Piggiemon or training his Piggiemon. And
Thrall. I know you like the Piggiemon game, but come on, come back to bed.
and Thrall grudgingly turns off Piggiemon Away and pops the scrytome down at the side of the bed, and
We'll make sure you get more time on it tomorrow.
and comes and snuggles with you.
Do a big cuddle.
You wake the next morning. Trashboi brushes their teeth and sorts their hair out for the day and heads back to their dungeon after having a lovely time. Thanks so much for a lovely evening. It's so good to see you again. We must do
been a
this some
pleasure.
more.
Mm-hmm.
And they give you each a hug and head off for the day. You let them out through the front of the shop. As they are leaving, Vedlirak is coming in the other way, and they are with a white-haired Durigar.
Oh, you're right, Venirak.
Nice to see you back. Oh, good trip to Gribon. Get everything you needed, yeah?
Yeah, everything's sorted. We dropped off the hammer
Nice.
at the correct location. We went to the library, did all the things we needed to do. How have you been?
Pretty good, pretty good. This is Jardine. She's your replacement. I am happy to inform you that head office are quite pleased with your work, albeit second time lucky.
Oh, good. My heart sank for a moment there. You know, there was a look of shock and terror, but then confusion.
Well, I'm pleased to say the three of you have been promoted to requisition crew. Congratulations.
heck!
Oh shit!
She heads out the back to the stockroom, where you know the safe is stashed somewhere in there, and returns with 3 badges, each
We
bearing
get badges.
each bearing the sign of the PolyArmoury logo, and hands one to each of you. Thrall has to pin his to his belt, but this indicates to anyone who may be friendly to the company that you are representatives of the PolyArmoury and you are our requisition crew.
Oh, this is so fucking cool.
So just to explain, you are now able to travel the world at will. Your basic job role is to try and recover stock for the company. If you find yourself in the presence of anything with historical value, it would be very much appreciated if you could return this to the museum at head office.
Oh, heck!
Valerie's eyes light up. She smiles and says, I think I know just the place we can find something like that.
You get the use of the company cart. Obviously, it will be your responsibility to make sure it all comes back safe. And here's your expenses money, your slush fund, if you will. And she hands you another 100 gold.
Nice!
She'll keep you going on the road for a little while. Just make sure you're bringing back some good stock.
Of course. What's, it's probably best to clarify. What's the situation with the flat upstairs then?
Well, Jardine's going to be moving in, but once you've gone.
Okay, very well.
One other thing, we do actually have a mission for the requisition crew. Your first mission is going to be to head to Severton. As you may know, there was, or may still be, the remains of a PolyArmoury there. Obviously, with these humans attacking and the whole village being evacuated, we don't actually know what's still there. So, if you could recover anything you can from the safe, from the shop, and get it brought back here, and I'll make sure that it's sent up the river to Groibon.
Sounds like a mission.
Can do, boss.
Bring! You've got your first mission as your new role. So,
This is exciting.
congratulations on being promoted.
Hooray!
I hope that you do very well for yourselves. So, thank you very much for joining us. Laura, where can we find you?
You can find me at Laura K Buzz on Twitter, YouTube, any of those kind of places. You can also find me Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 UK at kotaku.co.uk. Go check out my coverage of Code Vein, because I'm really proud of that, so go give that a look. I did a retrospective on the PlayStation Vita recently. I wrote a thing about queer characters in games and how they're often confirmed outside of the core piece of canon material. Go check those things out.
It's a very good piece.
And Astrid?
Well, if you like video games and maybe a little trickling of communism, then go to jaffameister.com. That's JAFFAMEISTER.com, where you can find all of my work, be it personal comical features, where I combine the two aforementioned video games and communism and talk about them. You can find all of my work on Indie Haven, of which I'm the editor-in-chief, if you want some really nice, fun, cool indie game content. You can also find all of my freelance work, which can also be found on Waypoint and at the Morning Star. And you can find me on Twitter at Jaffameister, spelled exactly the same as the website, where I talk about a variety of different things and also keep everyone up to date on what I'm getting up to. So you should come and have a chat. That'd be nice. Maybe of 280 characters if you got those. Maybe not. It's all good.
And I can be found at Maniac Janiac on Twitter and YouTube. I can be found as Maniac Janiac or Silly Pook Monster. The easiest way to find all of my stuff is at stonemonkeyradio.blog. And there is a thing I mentioned earlier. To celebrate the release of A Hat in Time, I have a code to give away. So we're having a little competition.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, I thought it was such a good game that I would throw some money at them to get somebody else a nice copy. So all you have to do to enter is send us in some fan art. You can send it to the PolyArmoury Twitter if you want to link it to us. That's PolyArmoury, ARMOURYSMR, and I will pick out one I particularly like.
Perhaps with the hashtag PolySMR.
Always
Just keep it all extra fancy on brand.
Always use the hashtag PolySMR. It is the easiest way for me to spot things. Or you can tweet it directly at us. What's Valerie's Twitter?
Valerie's Twitter. Oh, goodness, yes. At Valarie PolySMR. That's VALERIE, Poly, POLYSMR. And I will occasionally be tweeting out in character as Madame Valerie for funsies.
And you can also find Polycuties on Instagram.
Yes, I've not been doing an awful lot of art at the moment. I've been very busy with a lot of other things, but whenever I get the opportunity, I'm going to be doing some art of the gang and assorted characters from PolyArmoury and putting it up there.
And hopefully we can share any of the competition entries.
Oh, absolutely. We'll do that as well.
They go
yes.
up, and it'd be really lovely to see what people come up with. Just some fan art, or if you want to make music, if that is more your thing. Anything you like, really. The winner will be announced on the 19th of November, and yes, and then I will send you your wonderful code for an amazing game. So please get involved in that, and give us a like and share. We can also be found by searching Stone Monkey Radio on iTunes. Thank you very much for joining us. Join us again sometime. Bye.
Bye.
Boopity boop boop.